Welcome, everybody. Of course, it is the NextManUp Sportscast. I am your host, Chooch, and of course, with me, my co-host, Side Bro, Side Bay, Mandy, and of course, my biggest side piece I've ever had in my life, my boy Mick Bond, Mo the producer, here with us, hanging out, gonna be joining us for the log and rapid fire, of course, as we have for the week. We got that competition. It's brewing. We're getting close to the end here, and we'll fill you in on the results a little bit later. But Mandy, speaking of the competition, you had the Los Angeles Rams last week, right? Sadly to say, they did not cover the spread, and yeah, they got eliminated. So I wanted to spend some time on topic number one here. Okay, I believe that we have a majority Ram and majority Raider fans as our fan base. I would assume that, right? I want to spend some time and letting you talk to me about how, let's just put it, let me put it in a nice way, okay? The Rams have done well, but they haven't finished, okay? They haven't finished in the Super Bowl. They haven't finished in the playoffs. How do they finish? What does this team need to put them over the top, to get them to a Super Bowl, to win them a Super Bowl, to win them a Super Bowl, because LA's desperate for one, right? Since the greatest show on turf. All right. And let me guide you through this, because to be honest, I don't know how much you know about the Rams. I'm just obviously I'm kidding. But so Mandy, let me just tell you right now, free agent wise, the Rams are losing a couple of, or they have some guys. Haven't lost them yet, but they're going to be testing the free agent market. Got to see if they re-sign them or not. Number one, John Johnson, safety. Morgan Fox, big D tackle that you talked about him. You like him. Leonard Floyd, a free agent. Troy Hill, the other corner on that side, free agent. Darius Williams, corner, free agent, good player. Austin Blythe, the guard, free agent. Derek Rivers filled in really nicely at the backer spot, free agent. And Gerald Everett, the tight end, free agent. Now, are some of these guys going to be here for this team? Do you need them on this team? Or what? Tell me, what do the Rams need? I just wanted to fill you in on that first.
Well, first of all, let me just start off by saying, hopefully you're done talking now. Let me talk now. I love how you said that, though, because you just made it so great to be a Ram fan, because you just said, what does it take for the Rams, to win the Super Bowl? Because they've been to the playoffs. They've been to the Super Bowl 2 years ago. They won a playoff game this year again. I love it, because how many teams out there can actually say that?
Yeah, not a whole lot. Not a whole lot.
Not a whole lot. Not a lot of teams can say they've been in the Super Bowl the last 5 years. Not a lot of teams can say they won a playoff game. What?
10 teams can, a third of the league, but yeah.
No, not only 10 teams, because some teams been there twice.
Maybe we'll give it 8.
Where I'm going at is teams like the Raiders can't say that. Teams like the Cowboys can't say that.
Oh yeah, we'll talk about them next.
Okay, so that's what I'm saying. But I love it, though, because the Rams are in the right direction, baby. I'm happy to be a Ram fan every year. NFC West contenders, Super Bowl contenders, playoff contenders, baby. Let's get it. But what they need, all those names you said, they're all good players. Don't get it twisted. They're all good. Okay? Right. Blythe and Leonard Floyd. That's who they need to sign. Okay. Keep the offensive line aggressive, pounding, zone run scheme, downhill, or whatever, downhill, horizontal, whatever they use those terminologies. Blythe is a great guard, and Leonard Floyd broke out of his shell. He's doing really good in this Rams defensive scheme. Those are two guys they need. Fox is great. The Rams have the deepest defensive line in the NFL. They didn't show it against Packers. Yeah. Didn't show it against the Packers. Packers are hat to them. But the Rams defensive line, the deepest in NFL. Fox, you know what?
So beyond those free agent guys, right? We got it. You like Blythe, you like Floyd. A couple other guys, maybe they sign if they get them at a bargain. The only thing is it's tough because you're paying big money to Aaron Donald. You're paying big money to Jared Goff. What else do the Rams need? I mean, they've had these pieces in place for a little bit now. What do they need to put them over the edge? Is Goff the quarterback of the future? Or is he the reason that they've been losing these playoff games? I mean, to me, that's kind of what points to.
Goff did finish with QBR like 123 against the Packers. The first time he was 9 for 10 for 123 yards. He finished the game, I think, 20 for 25. Did amazing.
$178. Under the prop, I got him under the 210 prop bet, but yeah.
Yeah, that's okay. You know what? Look, how I see
Not
it is
okay. Okay, that's not okay because winning football was on the other side of the field. Aaron Rodgers slinging the ball all across the field,
don't
throwing for
say
over
Aaron
200 yards.
Rodgers. Do not say Aaron Rodgers won the Packers a game. He did not win the Packers a game. The Packers offensive line won that game.
I mean,
hands down.
Okay,
hands down.
So let's say you think Jared Goff should be the quarterback of the future. Yes.
Well, the reason why he should be the quarterback of the future.
The yes or no question.
They're invested in him. They're invested in him.
That doesn't always mean a good thing. Should Kirk Cousins be the quarterback of the future in Minnesota? Probably not. Right? I think if I'm being honest, he's been the reason that they've lost a lot of playoff games. His underperformance, he really is just the guy that they drafted that I thought was really underwhelming and should have been the first overall pick, and he's really just lived up to that. He hasn't been great. He's been good. He's been good enough to get him to playoff appearances, Super Bowl appearances. He just hasn't been great. And in those times, you need your quarterback to be great, and he just hasn't been that.
How many great quarterbacks are in the NFL of the 32 teams?
You got to go get one if you want a Super Bowl. Am I wrong?
Yeah, you make it sound like it's so easy to go get it. Why have the Raiders got a great quarterback? Why have the Cowboys haven't got a great quarterback when Dak Prescott went? There's a lot of ifs and ups. There's not enough great quarterbacks in the NFL. You got to deal with what you have, and what the Rams have is Jared Goff, who's a good quarterback. Look, say what you want. He led them. He's a quarterback. Maybe it wasn't because of him, but he led them to the Super Bowl. He's led them 3 of the last 4 years in double-digit wins. He led them to a playoff win this year with a broken thumb.
Yeah.
I mean, say what you want about the guy. It's true. Is he great? No. Is he making me panic? Yes. But you know what? That's what we have. And I will say this though: should the Rams be in the trade hunt for Deshaun Watson? Hell yeah.
Absolutely.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, I mean, in my opinion, the Rams offense is crying out for a dual threat guy, a guy who could run those RPOs and take off with the football. Jared Goff just isn't that guy. I'm gonna tell you right now, I'm not a fan of Jared Goff. I really am not. And I think that the Rams should do something about their quarterback position. And the only other position I think they should address, they need a receiving threat out of the backfield. And I know they like Malcolm Brown. He's just not that dynamic third down guy that they can use out of the backfield. I love Cam Akers, but he's a really good in between the tackles kind of a runner. They could really use a receiving threat out of the backfield. Unfortunately, the guys on the free agent market kind of expensive right now that can do that. So they're gonna have to probably draft somebody else who can get that done for them. I think that would help them a lot. Really do. Would you agree with that?
Absolutely. Why not? Of course. Running backs you could find, free agents anywhere. Let's leave it at that. So they could find a receiving running back somewhere,
Yeah, I think they got to do that to take another step. I really do, because when their offense was great and dynamic when Todd Gurley could do that, and he was awesome at that, and it made them scary. It made them really good. What do the Raiders need? Okay, and this is not the same conversation. Okay, they're different teams, right? The Rams are hopefully Super Bowl favorites. The Raiders are itching to get into a playoff spot that they haven't been into for quite some time now. I acknowledge that. I'm a Raider fan. Small steps, but we're getting there, right? So notable free agents for the Raiders coming off this year. Really just 2 guys, I think. Denzel Good. He's a really versatile offensive lineman. He's played every position except center. He's really helped the Raiders when they've gone down with injuries. And Nelson Aguilar, a guy who just killed it this year, who completely 8 touchdowns this year. Huge threat, for Derek Carr. Looks like they built a lot of chemistry. I think those guys, probably some guys we do need to sign. As far as need-wise, what the Raiders are going to need, they need a damn pass rush. They are terrible when it comes to the pass rushing. They're like 26th in the league in pass rushing. They even gave Vic Beasley a contract this year. That's how bad it got. So they have a couple of guys homegrown that are pretty good, but they could use a veteran presence, a guy who knows how to get to the quarterback. I like Yannick Ngakoue. He's a free agent this year. If the Raiders can give him a fair contract, and they're not going to pay him Khalil Mack money because obviously they don't like doing that. Obviously, right? Hey, it was a good trade, but they really don't. Yeah, let's not get into that because I'll go on for 20 minutes here. And so let me just tell you real quick. Let me preface this because there was an analytics symposium, right? They gave John Gruden an award for best trade of the year for that Khalil Mack trade. So analytically speaking, it was one of the best trades of all time.
Yeah, anal looking Or has it got to the Raiders?
Where has it gotten the Bears? It has gotten the Raiders. It has gotten the Raiders
Playoffs.
2 first round. They made the playoffs and then they lost. Okay, big deal. The Raiders played them the following year. Guess who won? The Raiders. Guess how many sacks Khalil Mack had? 0. Guess how many QB pressures he had? 0. Okay, so the Raiders actually flipped that into 5 starters because of his contract. They flipped that into 2 first round picks and a second round pick. Guys who are starting now. So actually, it was like 7 starters.
So say all that. In those 3-4 years, how many playoff appearances have the Raiders had?
How many times have the Raiders gotten better in 3 years? 3 times. Thank you. All right.
Playoff appearances, 0. Bears, playoff appearances?
1.
2.
2.
Zero.
Whoa. 2 first round exits. Sure. I think I'll live with my team getting better. But anyway, you interrupted my segment here. All right. Another thing that the Raiders could use is a really athletic interior lineman. Okay. Kind of like, you got your Grady Jarrett's, your Aaron Donalds. There's obviously not a lot of guys like that. But right now they have Big John Hankins, who just takes up space. Another guy they have, though, Maurice Hurst, really good player, smaller player out of Michigan. They could use another guy like him with the high motor, could help that defense a lot in the middle. Now we talked about QB with Jared Goff, right? I still think Derek Carr is in the top half of the league in quarterbacks. Yes, still. Statistically speaking, he's gotten better every single year with John Gruden. Now, that being said, if the Raiders can find the right guy in the draft, I think you start to draft one and you groom him to be the next quarterback. I think it needs to be a dual threat guy. Same thing with that offense. It's crying for a guy who can improvise with his legs. My favorite quarterback in the draft, if the Raiders can, if he slides them, I doubt it. Zach Wilson at BYU. Zach Wilson out of BYU. Love that kid. Love that kid. I think he's going to be great. Another thing the Raiders need to do, stay healthy. They had so many starters out this year. I mean, every team has that, but there are just crucial games where starters just weren't playing, really hurt them. They need a lockdown corner, a Jalen Ramsey, if you will, a guy who can really line up on one side and take away one of your best threats or even limit them because they got torched this year. And, of course, a new defensive coordinator, Paul Gunther, finally on his way. He's got fired. They need somebody to really shake up that team. They got a lot of young players that can really play well. I think I'm in the right tutelage. And last but not least, obviously my list is longer here. A possession receiver, big possession receiver, kind of like an Allen Robinson, who is a free agent this year. I think it would be really benefit the Raiders well because there's times on third down, they call it third and Renfro, but he's not a big guy. They need to get somebody else who can really win those 50-50 balls. That's what the Raiders need to get in the playoffs. Not an immeasurable list, I'm telling you here. The Rams, no, not really. I mean, the lockdown corner is probably the hardest one here. But what the Rams need, obviously, is less because they're making it. But I just think their problems are so, like, heavy. Like the Jared Goff problem, that's a problem. It really is, And that the receiving threat of the backfield, there's a lot of those guys, dime a dozen. But that Jared Goff thing, for me, I
smell a poll question that we're going to put on the show tomorrow, on the
ID tomorrow. What do we got?
Who would you rather be your quarterback, Jared Goff or Derek Carr?
I like it. I'll put it up. If people say Jared Goff, I'm going to be really sick. I mean, to be honest, but that was our first initial thing that we're talking about today, Mandy. We instituted something called Under the Radar, and right now I'm watching a lot of NBA. I don't like it. I don't like betting NBA right now. It's so unpredictable. For example, the Cavs won by 10 against the Nets tonight in double OT. What the hell? Why does that happen when you get 3 superstars?
The curse of Kyrie.
He went off today, but anyway, under the radar guys that you might not even be watching because guess what? They're probably not on TV. Or you're probably not watching them in LA specifically. My first under the radar guy, okay, Zach LaVine, okay? He's not super like unknown, but dunk champion Zach LaVine, but what college? Kentucky.
What?
I can't remember. Or he's
UCLA.
Probably Pac-12. Oh, there you go. I didn't know that. That's a good one. That's a good one there. But Zach LaVine, right? Love this guy. I always thought he had a good skill set, but now it's being on display because he's the leader of that Bulls team. And the Bulls team, they play as a team. I like about them. They play really good team basketball. And they're never really out of the game because they could shoot the three really well. And because Zach LaVine is averaging 27.5 points, he's the 5th leading scorer in the NBA. Nobody knows him. I mean, you know him, but you don't know he's the 5th leading scorer in the NBA. Love what he's doing on the court. Even Chris Paul said Zach LaVine is a beast. He tweeted it out while he was playing because he is. He's great. He's really good. So if you want to watch some entertaining basketball and you see a Bulls game is on, watch Zach LaVine. This kid is really good. And I think if they get a couple more pieces, the Bulls may make the playoffs in the East. Not this year, but in years to come here pretty soon. Mandy, you had a guy you wanted to talk about as an under-the-radar kind of guy.
Yeah, man. Colin Sexton. Colin Sexton with the Cavs, I mean, this guy, I think he's super under the radar because, let's face it, since LeBron James left the Cleveland Cavaliers, no one paid attention to the Cavs anymore.
True.
Right? So Colin Sexton, man, he's put up a good NBA career. I mean, this is his third year in the NBA. You got to check it on me. I think he went to the University of Alabama. I think he's a road tide. Check it out. But, man, Colin, for instance, today against Brooklyn, this guy dropped 42 points.
At Brooklyn today, they were down by 3 with about 6 seconds left in regulation. He tied the game up with the three-pointer.
He dropped 42 points. He's averaging 27 points a game. So if LaVine is fifth in the NBA at 27 and a half, behind him. I'm pretty sure Sexton is probably sixth in the NBA with 27 points a game. That's under the radar. People are not. I picked them up on fantasy basketball. Who wants Colin Sexton? This guy's a beast, my guy. He's an animal.
Yeah, I agree. Another guy on that Cavs team that's underrated and has been his whole career, Andre Drummond. He's leading the league in rebounds right now.
Yeah.
Awesome. But yes, you were right. Colin Sexton did go to Alabama. He was part of that roll tide. So Mandy, we've had this competition brewing between you, me, and the Mick producer, McBan. I'll say last week, if anybody faded us, which in the betting world means did the opposite of what we said, you made a lot of money because we went 0 for 2. I went 0 for 2. Mandy went 0 for 2. McBond went 0 for 2. My boy Mo here. So we're gonna switch it up. I'm gonna go first this time because I feel like Mandy might steal my pick.
Fans are current standings.
Current standings. I guess technically you would be 1. Yes. Mo would be 2. You guys are both 2 and 2, and I'm 0 and 4, baby. But with ground to make up, we're gonna make it up right now. Okay. Number 1. Okay. First pick, Mandy. Hope I didn't steal your pick, but oh well, I'm going first this time. Chiefs -3. We're taking the Chiefs -3 against the Buffalo Bills this weekend. Okay. The Chiefs are gonna play really inspired football. Okay. The Buffalo Bills will play very inspired football. It's gonna be a tough game. It's gonna be a lot of scoring, I think, but I'm going to go with the team that has been there before. I'm going to go with the team that just won with Chad Henne as their quarterback, okay? Give me the Chiefs -3, even though it pains me to say they will win the AFC, okay? Go on to the Super Bowl. And on the other side of the game, the other NFL game, it was kind of funny because my uncle texted me about, I think a day before the game. He said, "Who do you like? Saints -5 or Buccaneers +5?" The line obviously moved to 3. I told him, I said, you know what? Mandy likes the Saints. I like the Bucks. And Bucks won. And I was kind of saying that. I did tell you that before. I'm going with the Bucks again. Okay. I know everybody loves Rodgers and he's the destined child and all that stuff. But you know what? They're good. They're really good. But Brady's been there so many times and he's just I don't think he's played Rodgers in the playoffs yet. So I think it's his time to really cement himself as the GOAT of GOATs again, as he always has. So give me the Bucks money line for that 2-point bonus so I can make up some ground here. What you got? I
love it. You know why? I'm going complete opposite of
Let's
your
do
picks. I love it. I'm going Bills money line.
Okay.
Not points. The Bills are going to beat the Chiefs. I'm looking at my schedule here. What's the last game the Chiefs won by more than a touchdown? I know the Lions too, right? Whatever. Last time
when they played if they played the Jets at some point.
The Jets on November 1st. November 1st. All their other games, they've been within very close games. Yeah. And you know the Bills? Who's the hottest team in my eyes in the NFL?
Been the Bills.
The Buffalo Bills.
Yeah.
They're going to go ahead and carry that momentum into this game to the Chiefs. The Chiefs have not been playing. They've done enough to win, which is great. The Chiefs are a great team. I think Mahomes is amazing. Andy Reid, you're a great coach. I just think in a one-game scenario, I think the Bills are going to go ahead and sneak up and get them Chiefs, baby. I'm going to take Bills money line. On the
I like
opposite
it.
end,
I don't think Josh Allen's ready, but I like it.
okay. On the opposite end, okay, I think the best team in the NFL,
Packers have been great.
The Packers. I mean, look, you people
I
are
got
saying,
ground
oh,
to make up. That's the only reason I'm taking the Bucks,
yeah.
to be honest.
And people say, oh, you're a whole cookie when you say this. Look, I do think the Rams are a very, very good team, and the Packers made them look silly. The Packers, what I saw the Rams play 16 of the 17 games they played. I saw them play 16 times. I have never seen a team dominate the Rams' defensive line like the Packers did. It was ridiculous.
Yeah, they destroyed them.
Yes, Aaron Donald was maybe a little hurt. Doesn't matter. That guy Jenkins, the guard from the Packers,
He was a beast. He was a beast. He was a beast.
The Rams didn't touch Aaron Rodgers. They didn't sack him not once. Every run play was like 4 or 5 yards. Okay, the Packers offensively, the offensive line is amazing. I'm going to say that they're just going to go ahead and again, what do the Buccaneers do best? Like you said, the Buccaneers actually they play the run very well.
I was about to say they're first against the run in the NFL.
Yeah,
so
they play against the NFL. But again, I don't care because the Rams supposed to have the number one defense. They do have the number one defense in the NFL, and the Packers made them look silly. I think the Packers could do the same thing against the Buccaneers. I say the Packers minus, was it 3.5?
Yeah, 3.
Yeah. Take the Packers minus whatever points. They're going to go ahead and go to Super Bowl. I'm going to call it now. Packers, Bills, Super Bowl. Let's get it.
Nobody wants to see that at all. Literally.
Oh, I will. I think the Bills are a really good team.
I like them too, but who the hell wants to root for Buffalo and who wants to root for Green Bay?
Bills Mafia, baby. Bills Mafia. You saw that meme on Bleacher Report where all over Buffalo and all the Walmarts and all that they're selling tables in the Buffalo section, in the Bills section.
Yeah,
they're selling tables, baby.
Yeah,
Bills
because
Mafia.
they break through them. So I will say, if the Bills make it to the Super Bowl, I want them to win. But really, marketing wise, Buffalo and Green Bay, I don't know if the marketing gods let that happen in the NFL. To be honest, I think Brady Mahomes matchup, that's sexy. That's sexy. That's gonna sell tickets. That's gonna get ratings, baby. Josh Allen versus Aaron Rodgers. Nobody wants to see that. Nobody. A guy out of Wyoming. Come on, get out of here. Nobody wants to see that crap.
The Pack have a great following all across the nation.
Yeah. But Brady has a bigger following. You know what I mean? All right, and that brings us to the producer extraordinaire, McPan90 on Twitch, as they call him, Mr. Mo. Tom Brady and Aaron Rodgers combined total touchdowns. Will they have over or under 6.5?
Under.
He really likes the over, but he's gonna take the under. He's gonna take the under today. Interesting. All right, a guy I talked about in our Under the Radar segment on Friday, Zach LaVine. He's averaging 27.5 points per game. He will be playing the Charlotte Hornets on Friday. Will he have over or under 26.5 points?
Over.
He's taking the over on this one. So we got an under and an over. We'll see where Mo lands on next week's rankings. That was our Lock and Underdog of the Week segment, brought to you by Nobody Yet. All right. I think I'm coming back this week. We'll find out, though.
Let's just say this week is going to be a backbreaker for either you or I. Simple
as it's that. A make or break. Well, not a backbreaker for you because you'd just be down by 1, but it definitely give me the lead going into last week. So, Mandy, for your questions here on the segment known as Rapid Fire Sports Trivia with Mandy and Chooch, I went ahead and stayed in the NBA because you know what? I don't know enough about the NBA. I want to learn a little bit more about it. Okay. So I got here for you the top 8 guys in salary. Okay. The highest paid players in the NBA. Which players are they? Where do they reside, if you know that? But yeah, give me 5 out of the top 7. Oh no, 8, sorry. What you got?
I'm gonna go, the Lakers. I'm gonna go with LeBron James, Anthony Davis.
Okay.
I'm gonna go with Kawhi Leonard.
Okay.
I'm gonna go with the guy from the Blazers, Lillard.
Okay.
I'm gonna go with
Four.
Leonard. 4. And I'm gonna go with. Let's go with my man KD. Let's go with KD.
Okay, the snake. All right,
Actually,
so
hold on. I'm getting back. I want to say Steph Curry. Let's go. KD.
okay. So how many do you think you got right, honestly?
5.
5? Okay, you got 2. So
Oh,
the number 1 highest paid player in the league currently is Stephen Curry, over 43 million.
nice.
Number 2, I didn't know this. I'm shocked. The Suns' new addition, Chris Paul. He's making $41 million.
What?
Yes, $41 million.
What site are you looking at?
I'm looking at the right site, buddy. Don't even start with me. Russell Westbrook makes the identical salary to Chris Paul, actually, at 41 million something and some change. Number 3, James Harden, 41 million. Number 4, KD. You got the snake. He's at 40. LeBron James at 5. Another one you got there at 39.2 or so. Blake Griffin from the Pistons is making 36.8 million a year. He's a really good business guy, actually. You should read into him. He's got some cool companies going on. Paul George of the Los Angeles Clippers, 35.4 mil for playoff P. And then the 9th guy, if you want to throw him in there, Klay Thompson of the Warriors as well, 35.3 mil.
So Kawhi's not even in there at all?
Kawhi's not even on the top list, the top 8 list. No, he's not. You have to think about guys who are in contract years, so they haven't. It's either they have the max contract or they haven't got it yet. So
that's weird.
Yep. AD not on the list either. So I was surprised by that as well. But those are your top 8. You got 2, so you got 2 out of 5.
Kind of lame, but all right.
I mean, it's
facts. I'm just going to go a simple 5 questions with you. Since you were saying, oh, I like college basketball. Oh, college basketball is so easy to bet on.
I'm enjoying it this year. I really am.
I'm going to give you 5 schools.
Okay.
And you're going to tell me what conference they play in.
Okay.
All right. So, of course, I'm going to go with the easy one first. Let's go with, in any order. Let's go Western Kentucky.
Western Kentucky, I think they play in the MAAC.
Okay. TCU.
Texas Christian, Big 12.
Okay. Grambling.
That's a good one. Big Sky. I'll say Big Sky.
Okay. Gonzaga.
Gonzaga. That's one of those conferences that. Which conference do they play in? They play some weird schools there. I will say the Big East.
You're bad. By the way, you're really bad. And Creighton.
Creighton, I think, is Big East.
Wow, you're awful this game.
I got one. Did I get one?
You got 2.
Oh, okay. I got 2. Same as you.
You got 2, but I mean, dude, you don't know your geography? Fucking Gonzaga is in Washington. How do we say Big East?
I'm just thinking of what I thought they were in. Okay, I didn't know exactly.
Let me just say this, guys. Usually I ask questions that I know the answers to without researching them. Okay? Because I come to the show 5 minutes before and, all right, I got to think of a question. Okay, cool. I'm going to tend to research it. So it's pretty easy for me. Okay? TCU, yes, Big 12. All right, I'll just softball one.
Yes.
Western Kentucky, Conference USA, dude. The Hilltoppers.
Okay.
Come on, Conference USA. All right. Okay? Grambling, historical black college, the SWAC.
I knew they were a historic black college. I just didn't know what conference they were in.
And Big Sky, okay, Grambling is in, if I'm not mistaken, like Louisiana area, I believe it is. Okay, Big Sky is like Montana area. Like, whoa,
next.
Can't get opposite of that.
Next.
Okay. Gonzaga, the West Coast Conference, bro. BYU, Santa Clara.
I'm gonna be honest. I didn't even know that was the name of a conference. So there you go.
Oh, wow.
I didn't know. I really didn't.
And Creighton,
Big
luckily,
East,
yes, they should be called the Catholic 8 because the Big East is all Catholic schools.
Yeah.
So yes. So
I knew. The only reason they got like St. John's and stuff, right? But
yes,
I knew Creighton because I've watched the great games. Yeah.
Okay.
I've had like Creighton as like the last leg on the parlay, and they just blow it every time. But
So you went 2 out of 5.
All right, you know what? I see what I'm saying, but I like to give myself the edge here because I give you 7 or 8 options. You only give me 5. Okay.
I give you softball questions, dude. How can you not know what conference Gonzaga's in?
Because who watches Gonzaga games?
They're the number 1 team in the country.
I know, but like the last time I watched the Gonzaga game was when Adam Morrison was playing UCLA. You know, like what the hell?
Wow.
I'm being serious, dead on. You know, I'm not a big like, oh my god, I gotta watch the Gonzaga Bulldogs play some basketball. And like, not what I'm doing. But you know, anywho, and that brings us again to McPan90 on Twitch, as they call him, Mr. Mo, the producer extraordinaire. Mr. Mo, in front of me, I have the top 8 highest paid athletes of all time, the highest grossing athletes of all time. Can you name 5 of them?
Highest grossing who?
Athletes.
Athletes?
Yes.
Let's see.
Let's see what you got.
Michael Jordan.
Okay.
Usain Bolt.
Usain Bolt.
Tom Brady.
Tom Brady, number 3.
You said grossing as in paid or like?
Yeah. Highest earnings, yeah.
Kobe.
Endorsements, everything. Kobe, okay.
And LeBron James.
LeBron James, okay. Better than I thought you'd do. So you got 2. It looks like that's the common theme. All of us are getting 2 out of 5 today. So number 1 all time, Michael Jordan, of course, with the mega shoe deal that he has. Number 2 is surprising to me, actually. It's Tiger Woods. Tiger Woods is number 2.
True.
Yeah. Number 3, another golfer, Arnold Palmer. And number 4, another golfer, Jack Nicklaus. Number 6, a German auto racing extraordinaire, Michael Schumacher. Not even sure who that is. Schumacher. Yeah, there you go. Forza guy. Here you go. Number 6, Phil Mickelson. Number 7, Kobe Bryant. Tied for 7th with Kobe, David Beckham. Number 9, to round out the top 10, we'll just say him, Floyd Money Mayweather. And number 10, Shaquille O'Neal.
Dang.
Yes, these guys have done well for themselves. LeBron was pretty close. He's definitely in the 2020 list, so like active athletes for sure. But not bad. We all got a 2 out of 5. I guess we're all tailing each other today. We're all trying to do what each other. We're trying to just, I don't know. We all got 2 out of 5 though, so
for sure
that's got to mean something.
For sure, those golf guys have that money because I mean they've been playing for decades.
Exactly, and that's kind of where they get it from. It's like, you know, these guys can play forever. I mean, I think Phil Mickelson, the guy who's on the list, is still playing right now, and the Tiger Woods obviously is too. So there you have it.
And endorsements and all that other stuff.
Exactly, and when they lose, they still get paid crazy money. So hey, there you go. Those are your highest grossing athletes of all time. And that was, of course, your favorite installment of Rapid Fire. And of course, as we always like to wrap up the show, we will be getting to our takeaways. Mandy, did you have something in mind for this week's takeaway?
2 quick things.
2 quick things.
2 quick things. Number 1. Again, social media is just evil. Anyway.
Facts.
By the way, I posted that picture of myself of that Jordan face. That was me. Okay, I don't get mad on the Rams. I don't get mad. It's cool, man. I'm fine.
You got a little hurt.
But when people say stuff online, like Aaron Donald deserves to be in a better franchise.
That's pretty funny.
Like, are you serious? Like, what? Like that PO'd me. You're like, what are you talking about, dude? Better franchise. Brand new stadium. His team went to the Super Bowl 2 years ago. They're 3 of the last 4 years in the playoffs. Like, what the hell are you talking about? Better franchise? You sound dumb. Anyway, second thing is this. I have a lot of family and friends who are gamblers. Like, it's pretty bad. Where last week I put out a Super Bowl pool.
Full in like 2 minutes.
Yeah, my first time ever doing my own 100 squares Super Bowl pool, right? I sent out 3 texts of 20 people each. Okay? Within 2 hours, I had all 100 squares filled out. People are texting me, "Oh, bro, I can't get in. Oh, that sucks. No more squares." I go, "My bad, dude." I was at work, man. I couldn't answer my phone. 2 hours. 2 hours. 100 square Super Bowl pool. Sold out in 2 hours. We have some issues. Some very deep gambling issues. Okay? But, hey, thanks anyway. I love it.
Hey, you know what I say about gambling? It's only a problem if you lose. So,
Facts.
yeah, I mean, to be honest. But that's kind of where I was going with my takeaway as well. I think the media is doing a great job of normalizing gambling. And I really can't wait for the United States to legalize it like countrywide. Would be phenomenal. Okay. Because I know so many people in LA that, instead of paying your bookie, maybe you could pay FanDuel. It might be a little safer for you. Keep your kneecaps. So,
and they have a lot better odds too. And
the cool thing, so it depends on the sport, right? So FanDuel is great for you want to do prop bets on how many yards Jared Goff will have, take the under on them all year. You might win a lot of money. But what I mean, they have a lot of different things you can bet on, which is really cool. They give you these cool boosts to bet on, cool odds, same game parlay, which is the coolest thing ever. Basically, you can go for one basketball game, one football game, and combine, as many bets as can fit in your parlay, and you can make thousands of dollars from one game. It's insane. I think it's great, right? And what I really, really, truly enjoy about the gambling aspect of the game is that you have it on people's mind. You have it on analysts' mind. You have it like Charles Barkley betting against the United States. It's like Charles Barkley versus the U.S. versus the world or whatever. It's so much more entertaining. It's so cool. I think that all these places will begin to normalize it, legalize it, because you know what? If you want to spend your hard-earned money on Lakers money line, you should damn well be able to. All right. And if you want to spend your hard-earned money on Rams money line, you should damn well be able to. And you know what? If you want to throw away your money with Jets money line, you damn well should be able to. But we're getting there as a society, and I am here for it, people. Okay, I really am. And my last little bit of my takeaway is that 2020 was a tough year. Okay, for a lot of people, for a lot of different reasons. I am one of those people who I'm not overly optimistic at all. Not even a little bit. If anything, I'm more of a pessimistic, more realist. You know what I mean? Not ever too high, never too low, just kind of in the middle. I would say more of a realist and a pessimist. But this year, okay, folks, and I want you to take this challenge with me, okay? I'm challenging myself to look at things with the positive light, okay? I really want to take the whole year, and I want to be positive about it, all right? 2021 is going to be a damn great year. For one, you don't have to worry about the Rams winning the Super Bowl. It's a good thing. You know what I mean? Just for me in general, I'm bringing a kid into this world this year. I'm really, really super excited about that stuff, and I've just been putting a lot of positive vibes out in the world, and I've really been getting them back. So take this challenge with me. Make 2021 a positive year. Be happy more. Let yourself be happy. Be positive about things, and that stuff will come back to you. That energy is going to come back to you. Chooch gives you that promise, all right? Stay positive. Be happy more. We got this, okay? 2021's our year. Everyone's year.
Don't be net bangers, bro.
Don't be a net banger, right? Don't be smoking no scante, right? All that stuff.
Broken windows.
None of that stuff. Just be happy, okay? Everybody, take this challenge with me. Be positive. Make 2021 a great year. It's all of our years. We're all hitting our parlays. We're all hitting our everything. Everything's going well for everybody, okay? We'll see you next week on the NextManUp Sportscast.